Welcome to Make It Happen. 5 minutes of inspiration to get from stuck to unstoppable without changing who you are, and even if no one believes in you or stand by you. Today's guest, we have Tracy Lamourie. Tracy is an international award-winning publicist, the CEO of Lamourie MEDIA, and the author of the upcoming book, Get Wrapped, Build Your Brand with Effective Public and Media Relations.
A challenge I faced as an entrepreneur is that I had never gone to school for PR or media or anything in my field. In fact, I'd never gone to any higher education at all. Some could say that would be a hard thing to surpass, but I have found it has actually been something that has led to great success. I find that I'm outside of the box. I don't just do the same thing as everybody else, and I've had to figure it all out for myself instead of just having a professor standing at the front of the room telling me to learn the same thing as every other publicist or PR agent has heard or learned since the dawn of time. And many of my clients across industries actually speak about how, as a result, I am an outside-the-box thinker that is able to disrupt things and bring them real attention in real attention-getting and strategic ways. So I'm often spoken about as a power woman, and I'm called a leader in my field, and I've become passionate about teaching other women how to become power women too. So what is a power woman? What is that? How do you become one? Well, I always say that a power woman is not just every accomplished woman that has done all those incredible things that we all praise that no one can deny. I'm acknowledging all the women that are listening to this as power women. And I want to tell you a little bit more about what I mean by that. I think if you started a business and if you're taking active steps toward doing it, if you're an active part of solving problems in your community or in the world, if you're an artist sharing your vision, if you're an author sharing your thoughts, or even if you have just gotten back up on your feet again after a really hard time, that makes you a power woman. So we are all power women. And I have learned we're all power women. And learning that has brought so much success and made me passionate about teaching other women to find their vibrancy, to find their passion, to find their drive, and to share it with the world. And that's why I'm in public relations and media. I work with experts literally across fields, across industries, from authors to musicians, to public speakers, to entrepreneurs of every kind. And they have valuable voices that need to be heard. And sometimes we as women don't always realize that we deserve a seat at the table, or that we have a voice that needs to be heard, or we have a voice that will be valued. And if we don't believe that, who will? If we don't believe that, why would customers choose us instead of other potential service providers? Why would media come to us to answer questions? Why would people look at us as an expert in our field instead of the next guy? Well, that is why you really need to believe what I have learned to overcome. And I learned what the challenge that I faced as an entrepreneur, that I didn't have to go to school for it. All I needed was the passion and the drive. And not only have I become successful as an entrepreneur, but I'm now called a leader, a power woman, even a thought leader in my field. And my message is, don't ever let anything get you down. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do it, because it's absolutely true that if you have the power in yourself, the belief in yourself, the passion and the drive, there is nothing that can stop you. And I'm an international award-winning publicist now, and I had no education to do it. So if I can do this, so can you. And, together we support each other, and a rising tide lifts all boats. So women around the world support each other, support our entrepreneurship, and we will rise together.
This episode is brought to you by InstantPodcastLeader.com, the leading platform to launch your podcast in 48 hours and make it profitable. Get your free audiobook and free web class at InstantPodcastLeader.com/webclass.